Jimmy Donaldson, better known as MrBeast, had done it all, planting millions of trees, giving away islands, even surviving in a circle for 100 days. So when a mysterious email popped into his inbox titled, "Stay here for 24 hours, win $10 million," it barely raised an eyebrow. He thought it was another scam until he read the fine print. House of the Hollow, declared legally uninhabitable in 1972. No one has lasted more than 4 hours inside. Surveillance required. No edits. Full 24-hour stream must be maintained. That caught his attention. If you like this kind of stories, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. This is perfect, Jimmy told his crew. It's like a haunted house video, but with real stakes. And if it's legit, $10 million for 24 hours? We've done worse. Chris, Chandler, and Carl exchanged uneasy glances. Dude, are you sure? That place looks like the devil's weekend getaway. Jimmy grinned. The scarier, the better. The house was hidden deep in a forest near Raven's Hollow, a town whispered about on obscure Reddit threads. Locals never spoke of it. The path to the house was overgrown, the air cold and unnaturally still, like the forest itself was holding its breath. Cameras were mounted. GoPros, drones, and even body cams. Jimmy wanted full documentation, both for YouTube and for evidence in case something went wrong. The front door creaked open on its own. "All right, guys, last one out's buying dinner," Jimmy joked, stepping inside. The air inside was thick, like breathing through wet cloth. The walls were covered in peeling floral wallpaper, stained with what looked like old blood. Every step on the wooden floor groaned under their weight. As they explored the house, they found bizarre things. A room with dozens of children's shoes, none bigger than a toddler's. A wall with hundreds of scratch marks. A crucifix turned upside down, nailed above a bed. Yet nothing happened, not at first. They laughed it off. Jimmy did a bit for the camera, sitting in a chair labeled "Sit and See," pretending to be possessed. They stayed upbeat. Until 3:13 a.m. Carl was the first to go missing. 1 second he was in the kitchen, grabbing snacks. The next, the feed from his body cam froze and cut to static. They found the kitchen empty, all the knives embedded in the ceiling, spinning like they'd just been thrown. Chris tried calling Carl's phone. It rang once, then the sound of heavy breathing answered, then silence. Jimmy, trying to keep things controlled, insisted on staying. "This is what they want, us to freak out and quit. We're not quitting. Carl's just messing with us." But even Jimmy was starting to doubt himself. Chandler began hearing whispers, his name, repeated over and over. He ran outside and vomited, claiming he saw a figure watching them from the tree line. The footage only showed static. That's when Jimmy found a door in the basement that hadn't been there before. The door led to a narrow spiral staircase. As they descended, the temperature dropped so quickly their breath became visible. At the bottom was a long hallway, lit only by flickering bulbs and their camera lights. The walls were lined with hundreds of TVs, each displaying different footage of them in the house, but in different eras. One screen showed Jimmy walking into the house in black and white footage, as if in the 1950s. Another showed Carl screaming as shadows dragged him into the darkness. Another, one not yet filmed, showed Jimmy alone, sobbing in a blood-soaked hallway. Chris wanted out. Chandler was praying under his breath. But Jimmy, obsessed with finishing the challenge, pressed on. Then the TVs all went black, except one. It showed Jimmy sleeping in a bed, something he hadn't done yet. Then the door behind them slammed shut. They woke up in different rooms. Jimmy opened his eyes to find himself in a child's bedroom. The walls were covered in hand-drawn pictures of him, not as he was, but decaying, bleeding, hollow-eyed. One drawing showed him standing over a pit filled with his friends, their faces erased. The air began to buzz. The same whisper Chandler had heard now echoed through the vents. "We see you, Jimmy. You feed us well." Meanwhile, Chris was in the mirror room. The mirror showed not his reflection, but dozens of him being tortured. Eyes plucked, limbs twisted, mouth sewn shut. He screamed and threw a camera at the mirror. It cracked but did not shatter. His reflection blinked at him and said, You broke the deal. You let them in. The feed went static again. Jimmy found Chandler wandering the hallway, eyes glazed, murmuring something over and over. 1 hour left. One soul to give. The clocks had stopped. Only the hourglass in the center room moved, sand draining upwards. Then Jimmy saw the central living room camera feed. It was still broadcasting live. Viewers were watching. Over 20 million people. But the comments had changed. Get out. You're not alone. They're watching us too. Suddenly the feed split. Dozens of images flashed at once. People watching the stream began seeing themselves in the house. From webcams, phone screens, reflections. Then the screen went black. A voice called out in Jimmy's own voice. You want the money? Trade the fame. Jimmy, now alone in a void-like version of the house, stood before a black doorway. A figure stepped forward. It looked like him, but taller, older, and smiling too wide. You fed them, Jimmy, the thing said. With your viewers, with their attention. Now you must give yourself. Jimmy stood firm. No. You want me? You'll have to take me. But the figure only grinned. We already did. Jimmy awoke outside in the grass. It was morning. A helicopter hovered above. Emergency crews rushed in. His friends were gone. The house was gone. Nothing but burnt earth. The footage recovered was scrambled, just enough to go viral, but nothing definitive. Jimmy posted a video titled, I spent 24 hours in a haunted house. It changed me forever. It got 157 million views. Months passed. Jimmy stopped uploading as often. In interviews, he seemed distracted, as if listening to something no one else could hear. Fans noted a change in his voice. His eyes looked darker. On his final video, titled, This is Goodbye, he smiled wide and said, Thank you for watching. Forever. Then the screen went black. When fans paused the video, in frame 666, a figure appeared in the background, tall, with a grin that stretched ear to ear. The channel went silent. But sometimes, subscribers say they get notifications. MrBeast is live from the Hollow. And when they click, they see themselves. Thank you for watching until the end. You are amazing, and we would love to have you back. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for being with us.